How you doing, guys? This is Louis from Waves in East Northport, New York. We just finished up another nice car. This is a 2023 Ram TRX Havoc. We're just going to demonstrate after an IGLA installation. Not only did we did additional features on this vehicle, we did pretty much IGLA PINCODE with the ability to actually carjacking mode on it. So I just demonstrating that the remote start remains fully functional. How it works, even with a working key on the vehicle. All right, we were able to remote start the vehicle. All right, it's a beautiful car. All right, car is running. Let's turn the fan down. Car is completely running under remote start activation. So normally what you would do is you would just go in, push this button one time. That's how you do your takeover. And at this point, what happens is IGLA is monitoring the shifter. It's also monitoring the fact that you did not put a pin code. So if any attempt, even if you remote start this vehicle and you think you can just drive it away because you have a working key, wrong. We're just going to put the key over here. We're going to attempt to drive this car away. That's what's going to happen. With the ability which IGLA does, it does engine stall feature. It actually will prevent you from driving this car even if you remote start it. So at this point, if we attempt to start this car again, we're not going to be able to, even with a working key inside the vehicle. All right, so that's one of the features what IGLA does. Not only is it going to prevent key programming, it's going to monitor if the car is basically, if the car gets really attacked or for whatever reason, you're not going to be able to basically just start the car and drive away. So since we triggered the system, we're going to turn it off. And at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to turn the ignition on to the on position. We're going to enter our code. This is a temporary code. We're not going to let the car leave with that code anyway. Once we see confirmation, we put a foot on the brake, we start the vehicle. So pretty much at this point, you can actually drive this vehicle like you normally would because you got authorized by putting the PIN code in it. So we're going to demonstrate a different feature on it just for testing purposes. Also, the combination of the code can be changed by the customer. This is a temporary, so we will not let the car go like this. So also, if somebody basically gets you out of the car, we're just going to open up the door, pretend that we got carjacked. We close that door. So what's going to happen at this point, let me put my seat belt on because we are going to test it. We always test them to make sure everything works properly. I'm going to try to drive away. Remember, I did get authorized once. I'm able to shift this vehicle and I can drive the car. And at this point, let's see. We're going to make a left right here. I'll let the car go first. All right, so we're just gonna go down the road just to test it. We're gonna pretend that Louis hijacked this vehicle, carjacking, whatever you want to call it. I did put my seatbelt on. I doubted the bad guys are gonna put their seatbelt on, but here it is. I'm driving the vehicle as if I had stolen it, even with a working key inside this vehicle. So normally it monitors the speed. So when you get to maybe 300 yards away, basically the IGLA indicators of IGLA, they're going to start basically beeping to let you know to enter your code before the car shuts down. So we just don't hear beeps because we're not far enough. So basically what it does, IGLA knows the distance. So it's going to shut it down far away from, let's say the potential thieves. So we're driving away. There it is. We hear the beeps. So what he's telling us to put our PIN code. We can actually put the PIN code while driving, but we're not going to do that. We're actually going to go to the stop sign and we're going to make a turn. And then we're going to turn back to the shop. So we're going to slow down here to the stop sign. And we're going to make a turn right here. Oh, vehicle just completely shut down. And we see the hazard indicators. We have a working key here. We're going to pretend, we're going to start the car. We cannot start it because IGLA got triggered. Very, very simple concept. So at this point, you turn your ignition off. Turn the ignition back on. Enter your PIN code. That's it. And obviously, don't forget to put it back to park. And we'll start the vehicle. But otherwise, it's very, very simple to operate. Once you get familiar with the system, not only do we put the little buzzer just so the customer knows whenever they activate carjacking mode, they will be able to basically completely disable it while driving. Because just in case, it's a very nice feature that we offer with the IGLA PINCODE. And we're just gonna go back to the shop. Actually, we're gonna park it right here again, and we're gonna basically test it again. So we're gonna put it back to park. So keep in mind, it actually monitors. So if I was to get out of the car, then I close the door, it takes about 2-3 seconds. So let's say you forgot something inside the house, you come back, make sure you put your PIN code in before you start driving away. This way, basically, IGLA gets disabled, the anti-carjacking feature, and now you can drive back and you do not have to worry about the car shutting down on you or anything. But like I say, it monitors the speed. So not only does it know how fast you're driving, when you come to a slow, safe stop, IGLA would actually shut the vehicle down. And the only other way to start the car, it will be putting your PIN code in. If you have any questions, just give us a call. Soundwaves Automobile Sound and Security. We are located in East Northport, New York. Thank you for watching.